just want to exalt the name of the Lord in my talent. Hallelujah, Ogoni Fọlọ́run. Máa fi jó fi olóyin Ọlọ́run mi. Àlàyé ìyọ̀ bó ti yẹ o. Hallelujah, Ogoni Fọlọ́run. Hallelujah, Ogoni Fọlọ́run. Máa forí ìlú yìí jáde mi lókè. Àlàyé ìyọ̀ bó ti yẹ o. Hallelujah.
Welcome, Lord. Lord, thank you. Favor with you. God bless you. Adeshola. God bless you. King Robert, God bless you. Anoluwapo, thank you for joining. Adeshola. King Yomi, God bless you. Ajoke Olurevi, God bless you. Lima Ogata, how are you doing today? Titi Layo, Salisu, God bless you. Kendi Olajide, Adimi Gogo, how are you today? Olabiju, how you doing? Olayinka Sanisi, how you doing, my sister? God bless you. Bosse D. Jones. Global Timmy, that's my brother right there. God bless you. Thank you very much for joining. Olayinka, how you doing today? Kemi Ologo, how you doing? Kemi Mojek, Sister Ruth Adekoya, how are you doing? Folake Ayanu, thank you very much for that 300 stars. God bless you. Adetoye, another 200 star. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are just blasting me with stars this morning. Coming on the show this morning, I'm just receiving all manners of things. Stars. God bless you. Thank you very much. If you don't know how to give star, just click the bottom. At the bottom of that chat box, you're going to see a star sign. You know, just check it out. That's where you're going to get it. All right. Sọ́dà arúgbó tí iṣẹ́ alágídí yẹn kò máa sọ́dọ̀ Popola Adeshola, God bless you. Thank you. Daniel, Wokan, how you doing? Clara, how you doing today? Vatica, Ojusola, how you doing? Ẹ̀rù jẹ́jẹ́ ní àríran aládìyí. Tí mi gbọ́ kìtìkìtì ńlá. Ọba tó fọwọ́ agbára dá ọwọ́ ibi dúró. All right. Let's bring this down just a little bit like that. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. God bless you. I believe you are able to hear me properly, so that we won't be repeating stuff. And I don't want to waste your time today. I want to go straight to the point so that we can actually handle this stuff the way we are supposed to handle it. Good morning. I've been trying to test the water, posting some stuff on my page, trying to check on people. Do they really understand what I'm talking about? But because there is so much competition in marriage, I'm going to start from this angle. People are just competing. A lot of competition, man. From Tanzania, Raquel, Uwedua. God bless you. Thank you very much for joining from Tanzania. I really appreciate that. Now, there is so much competition in marriage that men, they do not understand what their roles or their position is anymore. They have thrown their title, or maybe I should say their position, they've thrown it out of the window. And marriage is never going to work if we men don't understand who we are. If we are not able to take control of the territory that God has given unto us, if we are not able to walk it and hold it down, our marriage is actually on the shoulder of a man. Should be on the shoulder of a man. Marriage should be on the shoulder of a man, not the shoulder of a woman. If they don't want to understand, that's fine. But the competition is just too much. Too much of competition. What's up, man? The competition is just too much. Too much. that we men we are not able to see who we are anymore. We've lost it. To see who we are, to be able to sit down and calculate, this marriage is supposed to be on my shoulder. I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm supposed to take the lead role in this, inside of this movie. All right, I'm supposed to take the lead role in this movie. So we do not understand. Now we are competing. We're fighting. We're fighting with a woman that is actually not supposed to even compete with us in the first place. We are fighting with them. We are competing. And like I said sometimes ago, see, in a home, if a man is actually missing some certain things, you will not be able to be the man. No. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to shoot you straight right in your face for you to be able to understand this. But if you don't want to understand, that's fine. See, when it comes to the issue of providing, all right, is a responsibility of a man. A man that is not able to provide can never get respect, can never be respected. And these things, I believe our parents should have taught us this stuff. It's not something the society should teach us. We're supposed to know this from the beginning. It's just that our fathers do. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Maybe they are not good examples to we men. Our fathers were not good examples in those days. They were just living their own life too. They believe when you get to the bridge, you cross it. And that's the language I hate in my life. When you get to that bridge, you cross it. No, you plan for the bridge. You plan how many kilometers do we have left to get to the bridge. You plan for the weight of the bridge. You plan for the weather condition around the bridge. You plan for how long is the bridge. You plan for what is on the other side of the bridge. You don't just say when we get to the bridge, we cross it. That's actually a very crazy mentality. I was saying something to somebody the other day that, do you know why a lot of men don't have houses today? You know why a lot of men don't have cars today? Do you know why a lot of men don't have nothing today? It's because of this mentality. God will build the house for you. It's God that can build the house for somebody. Now, when you see $10,000, with $10,000 to a man, he doesn't believe that money is actually a money you can use to build the house. Because that money is not good enough to build the house. It's not equal to a down payment. So let's squander this one. They have forgotten that it is little drops of water that makes a mighty ocean. You save the 10,000. If you can't save the whole 10,000, you save like $8,000 from there. Next time you get another 10,000, put another $8,000 apart. That makes 16,000. Gradually, the money will start looking like the kind of money that can build a house. They always believe that, when God is ready to build a house for me, He will bring $1 million one time. God will not do that. God is actually going to be testing your ability to save, ability to be faithful to yourself, ability to control yourself and be able to do something good for you. Yoruba people will say in Kodo that also say. It means that good things are difficult to do. Good things, very difficult to do. All right? They're not easy to do. So when you get little drops of water like that, you save it to get to the point where you're going. So many of you will just believe, calling for you. Let's go do party. Let's party all around the place. Let's travel. Let's blow the money. Then you blow the money, you squander the money, and then down the road you'll be saying there is one power and principality in your mother's side that is affecting your prosperity. There is one power and principality from your father's side that is not allowing you to make it in life, whereas you are the power and principality against your own life. Against your own life. There's powers and principality against your life. Influencing, affecting you that you don't know how to control. You see, our fathers are supposed to have taught us all this because they grew up inside the system. They understand the system very well. They have tested the water very well. They're supposed to put us in a little class and say, hey, yo, mommy, The little money God is bringing to you, you save it to be able to buy a car, buy a house. Everything you do is going to be through you controlling your appetite to spend. Always save money. Save money, save money, save money. Let our parents teach us that. Our parents didn't teach us the role of a man in the home. They didn't teach us all that. We are only looking at them. We are only looking at them live their own life. They're living their life. We are growing up right inside the middle of it. We are growing up in the middle of it. And at the end of the day, they push us out. We found a girl that we love so much, they pushed us out to go and marry. We now, after getting married, now we are realizing that there's something that is missing in our lives. And you know what funny thing about we human beings is that when we are missing something, we try to now get angry to cover up that we are missing. So our defense is going to be we get angry, we yell, we shout on top of our voices, we bully the woman. We let her keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet. And that strategy has been working for a long time. But that strategy now stopped working recently. That women are telling you, I need answers. I need answers. You got to answer the question. Where are we going? We were on this spot. This was the same spot we were 2 years ago. The same spot 5 years ago. The same situation 20 years ago. We are now in 2020. Where are we going? They need to know. They want to know. Am I in a relationship that will actually end up in a very fantastic destination, or am I just here roaming all around the street and just riding a kind of a roller coaster? I don't know where it's going to end. All right? I just make the money, dump it in the account. My husband will just squander it. I just make the money, dump it in the account, husband squander it. At the end of the whole stuff, is that the way I want to continue to live my life? They start asking questions. And then they yell, and then slap the wife, beat up the wife to keep her quiet. You slap the wife, beat her up to keep her quiet so that she can't say nothing. You see, our mothers, they developed this skill to enjoy abusive relationship. Because in those days, there is nothing like you want to go and report into this person or report into that person. If you go and report into the pastor, let me tell you something. The pastor will come to your house and preach a message, and the message will end up in wife, submit unto your husband. I'm not going to lie to you. That's where the message will end up. The message will end up in wife, submit unto your husband. And then when you now end up the message over there, the next thing they will tell the woman to do is kneel down and say sorry to your husband. You cannot insult your husband. You can't be disrespectful to your husband. You can't question your husband. You can't query your husband. You can't stop your husband from spending money. You can't stop him from doing anything. Say sorry. And then the woman will now kneel down and say, I'm sorry, I'm this and this and that. Even though inside of that woman, the woman is confused. Like, listen, pastor, I came over to tell you this woman is cheating. I came over to tell you this man is abusive. No, I'm the one that is at fault. Oh, come on, man. Is it? And then you don't understand. You don't understand. And that's where it's taking me to the issue of being broken, that many people don't understand being broken. You see, people are bad. People are bad. See, there is nobody that is bad. You see, the badness you see is as a result of the brokenness. When people become broken, it's just like a car. When your car is broken, your car will start making a wrong sound. When you drive it on the street, you will start seeing smoke coming out from the ears. The ears will now start smoking up. Then you hear and then what is wrong with this guy? This is a bad car. This guy is bad. No, the car is not bad. The car is broken. The moment you take that car to a workshop and then they check it out, they plug something to that car, and then they detect that the plugs are not good, the contact set is bad, this one is bad, then they change it and make it brand new. You start the car will make no sound. And then when you drive it on the street, there won't be any kind of smoke coming from the tail, and then the sound will be good, and everybody will think this is a good car here. The car is good because the car has been serviced. The car is good because the car has been serviced. The car is bad because the car was showing bad behavior. That's what it is. So when you see broken women, they get broken because of all of this stuff. Just imagine inside of that state where she was kneeling down. You know, where the state where she was kneeling down. You, pastor, you are telling her to kneel down to an abusive man. You're telling her to kneel down to a man that is actually cheating and stuff. And she is right there, kneeling down right there. And inside of her head, she gets a little confused. And gradually, she's getting towards the side of being broken because now she's not able to put 1 and 2 together to make 3. Why am I the one kneeling down here? Why exactly am I the one kneeling down here? All right? Why? Why am I the one kneeling down right here? That is where we need to get it right. The moment you are kind of like covering the men and believe, oh, the men, they are above the law, oh, they can do anything, or whatever it is that they do, let the woman just forgive. Let the woman just forgive. You will not believe that they get messed up emotionally, psychologically, they get messed up. They continue to be in abusive relationship and their heads start walking backwards. You don't understand. When you become depressed inside a relationship, it becomes a mental case. The moment you have depression, that means that person is broken. That person is broken. Is a broken somebody. Then the person will start misbehaving. That person will start rolling the eyes. That person will start nagging. That person will start yelling. That person will start locking your neck because they get frustrated. They have been frustrated for a long time and it's affecting them right now and they are not able to control what they are doing. The effect of what what you're seeing, the anger you're seeing right now is as a result of what they've been through. It's a result of what they've been through. They've gone through so much abuse in their life that they do not understand how to talk anymore. They've gone through abuse in their life. They do not understand how to react to things anymore. They have gone through abuse so much, they don't even know what to say and what not to say. They don't even know who is on their side and who is not on their side. So they actually lock themselves up in a box. You might not be able to see the box. It's a kind of an invisible box, but that box is there. They stay in the box, and what you will see, the aura you will see, the effect or the energy you will see around them is the kind of energy that says, don't come near me. Don't come near me. All right? Don't come near me. See, that energy will be so around them that everybody will think they're crazy. Everybody will think that, oh, this woman is just so too sensitive. This woman is just too bad. She's a bad woman. Look at the way she talks. Look at her reaction. Look at his reaction. Look at the way she's dressing right now. Look at, you see, she's been affected based on what she's been through. She is broken. She's not bad. You see, that woman that you think is bad today, the moment she gets fixed, she gonna be good. The moment she gets fixed, she's gonna be good. You will see good stuff coming from her. Now, sometimes it's not marriage that broke them, that destroyed them. It was their parents. They grew up in a relationship or in a family whereby the father is insulting, abusive, the father and the mother, they fight all the time. So the kids got broken in that relationship. They are no longer normal. That's what they see every day. When they go to school, they think about it. When they see their friends and their whole families. When they go to church, they see other families talk together, pray together, and all kinds of stuff. They see all those things. But that's not what they get when they go home. So growing up, they grew up in a kind of a relationship whereby they allowed them to live a normal life. So they got broken inside of that relationship. So when they grew up and at the end of the day, they got married to you, they are now behaving in a way, because whenever they see a kind of a pattern of behavior, they already program themselves. This is what I am going to say. This is what I am going to say. And this is how I am going to behave. behave, because at that point in time they are alone. Nobody believes them, nobody trusts them, they don't trust nobody. Every time they talk to people, people will say, but you kill they want to call Lokoni, Abokuni, Aboni, you don't say, but people cannot, they are not able to, you are not able to break that stuff down. You are not seeing what she's seeing. There's some husband that can pretend, they can pretend for Jesus, that you will not believe it, they will be so quiet. They have broken the women. The women are broken already, and now whenever they talk, they yell. Whenever they talk, they yell. You will not understand what they're saying because they stammer. They are trying to bring it all out. They have been piling it all inside, and then they tell you, say, you know what? It's a long story. It's a long story. Whenever you hear a long story, season movie, only water, I'm telling you, a long story. So the husband will be so cool and quiet because he's the bad one. Okay? He's the one that is crazy. So he's the one that actually make that woman to be broken like she is. So she will be quiet and well composed. So when you listen to them, people will now look at the woman and say, Madam T, what is the problem? Give the problem. This man is making sense, Joe. It makes sense. And stuff like that. So she has decided not to even talk to nobody anymore. So it is based on her reaction that you will know that this woman, she has been to hell and she's not back yet. Not back yet. But certain people, they get broken in church. They get broken in church. Just imagine somebody passing through a relationship that is resulting into divorce. And then the church people come and say all manners of things. You are saying the husband, they will say only solution. Very demon. And then they preach in church, they say, God hate divorce. If you have divorced before, you are not going to make heaven. That's an abuse. That's the way we abuse people in church. Then we now tell them they're not good enough to lead prayers, they're not good enough to come and sing, they're not good enough to sit in the front, let them go sit at the back. That's the way you break them. So when they come to church constantly every day and they see this rejection, the rejection will now break them. They become broken inside of their spirit that they are not good at all. How do you want somebody that is broken to react? When they come to church, you talk to them, they say, thank you, man. When you come to church, say, good morning, man. How are you doing? Are you okay? Why do you care? Why do you care if I'm okay or not? You guys mess me up anyway. And at the end of the day, you will see the reaction, and then you begin to think, oh, why is this woman cranky like this? Why is this woman? She has faced so much rejection. She faced rejection because of her faith, rejection because of her marital status. All right, she faced rejection because of her level of education. Because she cannot speak English doesn't mean that she's not good for God. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't speak your kind of English doesn't mean that she's not good for God. All right? So people go to church. They get broken in church. The messages are not encouraging people. The messages we preach in our churches are sending people to hell. It's all about condemnation. Condemnation because they are single mother. Condemnation because they are divorcee. Condemnation because they are single. Condemnation because they have no job. Condemnation because they dress in a kind. Condemnation because they do their will somehow. Condemnation because they can't speak English. Condemnation because they cannot do one thing or the other. So much condemnation within the church. Within the church. And then people get broken inside of a place where they are supposed to be shielded, a place where they're supposed to be loved and cared for, a place where they're supposed to say, this is my own place. That's where they get broken. And many people don't go to church anymore today. So many people don't understand this stuff. They don't understand. See, when you go and check it out, many people that have been so constant in church before, they no longer go to church today. And when you now put the microphone in their mouth and tell them to say something, they will have all manners of things to say. All manners of things to say. They will have all manners of things to say to you. You will never believe it. You will not believe it at all. Do you know, I used to go to a church where if you donate 1,000 naira, the pastor will not say thank you to you. The only people you will call and say thank you to are the people that are donating 10,000, 20,000, 500,000, 1 million naira. So if you are coming to church with 1,000 naira to come and give as offering, don't expect him to say thank you to you. Don't expect him to actually acknowledge you at all. He will not even reckon with you if you are that kind of a 1,000 naira kind of person. All right. Now, the people that are donating 100,000, 1 million, those are the ones they pick to be deacons. They may not even know the Bible. They don't have to know how to preach. They don't even know how to know any scripture whatsoever. Their money will buy them the position. Their money will buy them the position. So you have been there serving under this leadership. You are there serving, reading your Bible, doing manners of things, driving the bus, going for evangelism, doing all manners of things, coming for night vigil, coming for early morning prayer, coming for this and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, they will not recognize you. They push you to the side. That kind of a person will get broken. When you get broken because of bitterness, you'll be so bitter in your spirit, you are disappointed in yourself, disappointed in the pastor, disappointed even in God, you'll be disappointed. That kind of person becomes broken. So their reaction that you're seeing, you think they're bad people, it's not because they're bad people. The reaction you're seeing is the effect of being broken, okay, in their lives. They have been disappointed, they have been used, they feel so used and abandoned and dumped. All right? In the church, inside of the church. This is what we go through. This is what we go through all the time. People get broken in church when pastors sleep with their daughters. I listened to one woman talk to me one time. He said, my pastor slept with my daughter and he's still lying about it. And he's still lying about it. And at the end of the day, they made the woman to look like she's got mental problem. They actually planned it. They turned the whole table around to make that woman to look like she's having mental issue. All right? And the pastor actually slept with the daughter. And that woman got broken right there. And that was how she decided, I'm going to preach against pastors. I hate pastors. It's not because there are no good pastors. There are very good pastors in the society. But she hates all pastors right now based on what she's gone through. She got broken in that. Is it a place where you put your faith? When you put your faith in the man of God is preaching to you every day, saying good stuff, God can do it in your life, telling you I'm praying for you. You will so much rely on that person. You will love him so much. And that's why you see a lot of people, they will defend their pastor even to heaven. They will defend their pastors to heaven. All right? But at the end of the day, when something happens, and you are inside of that situation and the pastor refuses to have your back, it's going to break your heart. It's going to break your heart totally. Your heart will be totally broken. And at that time when your heart is broken, you are a broken person. You are a broken person. All right? You're a broken person. So the church contributes to the brokenness. And the effect you're seeing, you are not seeing the effect because they are bad people. The bad things that they now do that you are seeing is because you are not as broken as they are. You are not as broken as they are. So it's actually possible for you to spot the bad things that they're doing. All right? Now, if they tell you stop and you judge them, they always say, please don't judge me yet until you walk in my shoes. And that stuff is so important for all of us that love to judge people, when you look at it. First of all, walk in the shoe of that woman. Sit down, walk in the shoe of that woman first. Maybe you are not going to go crazy. Now, I always say this all the time to people. I said, what you have been through, and you are still standing. Some people went through the same thing you are actually going through right now, and they are dead right now. They are not able to hold it together. They couldn't hold it together. Some people have gone through what you're going through right now, and they are in the psychiatric hospital right now. They are tied down with leg and hand, and they are feeding them food and medication for them to calm down. Some of the people that are going through what you're going through right now, they are actually right now in the grave. They couldn't bear it. You are standing today broken. You are broken today because you still have a little bit of energy in you. There is a kind of a big God standing behind you that is making you to go through all this, and you are still standing today. All right? There is the room for you to be fixed. There is room for you to be fixed. You can be fixed. Okay, if it's a matter of you grew up in a kind of an abusive relationship, or maybe you enter into a marriage that's abusive, or you are going to a church whereby they have abused you and they have broken your heart several times, or maybe through friendship can break somebody's heart too. So many of you guys don't understand one thing. And one thing you don't understand is this. Many of you guys will say, that is my friend. There is nothing like that. If your friend is telling you, I don't sleep if I don't hear from you, the friend is a liar. He's lying to you big time. That friend is lying to you big time. There is nothing like nothing like that. Alright, that friend didn't see you, she's eating amala. That friend didn't see you, she's sleeping. She must have slept in the afternoon, and then the two of you are awake at night, and you believe he has been awake all through the whole day. Let me tell you something. When you continue to tell your friend all manners of things you are going through, she will use that stuff against you one day. You will not believe your eyes, and that day is coming. And that is everything you are telling her right now. You're telling her, I don't ration, I don't ra bàtà, I don't ra I don't ra mọ́tò, I don't ra lé, I don't ra gbogbo ẹ̀. ọ̀rẹ́ mi àwọn tó ṣe lánàá ń gbóná wà lónìí. Àwọn tó jọra lé lánàá ìbò náà wà, àwọn tó jọra mọ́tò lánàá ìbò náà wà lónìí. Think about it, sit down, think about it. Those kind of friendship, you better be very careful. The day of calamity, when the day of fight will come, she will not use anything outside of what you discussed with her to fight you. She will use all those things that you have actually told her, all the story you've given unto her, those facts that she has in her hand. That's what she will use to fight you. She will fight you so much that your heart will be broken. Because you'll be telling yourself, tí mo dẹ̀ sọ pé ògbọ́dọ̀ sọ kínní, mo máa sọ kínní fún ẹ because ọ̀rẹ́ mi mà ní ó dẹ̀ kó mi síta, you exposed me. You supposed to know. You should know that before. You are not supposed to be knowing that one right now. Are they supposed to tell you that? You supposed to know pé ọ̀rẹ́ ò sí máa alájọrìn ló wà. There is no friends anymore. When you talk about friends, you better be a friend of Jesus that can never betray you. You better become a friend of Jesus and that can never betray you. I don't tell people my things. I tell them what I want them to do. I don't tell people my stuff. I tell them what I want them to know. And let them carry that one, be carrying it all around the place. Now they're all palaver with that. Alright? Me, I settle my case with my God. That's it. If I eat guli in the morning, that's my own palaver. If you come to my house, I tell you I just finished eating chicken. That's your own business. If I'm drinking gari in my house every day, that's your palaver. I'm not telling you anything. You cannot help my situation. If you give me money, everybody will know you gave me money. Èmi mo rẹ̀ Pàṣọlá Obama ti kú. Èmi máa pa màá ni mo máa délé èmo fún lóúnjẹ. Even if you didn't give me food, you will tell people you are giving me food. If they go all around, if you give me a job, you will be telling people, if not for me, Pàṣọlá will just be jobless. You won't have a job today. You don't have any job today. You know, for me, even though you're not the one that gave me qualification. I'm the one who took an exam and passed the exam by myself. Alright, I passed my exam by myself, and I know because I read to pass the exam. You didn't take the exam for me. Alright, then you now tell everybody all around that if not for me. Thank you for giving me connection. Thank you for giving me the connection. But you are not the one that got me the job. My qualification got me the job. I took the test, I passed the test. That's why I got the job. But thank you for actually letting me know that there is a company hiring somewhere and stuff like that. Why do you want to sit upon me? Alright? Why? And every time something happens, you say, remember I was the one that gave you a job. Remember. How long are we going to continue to say remember? You don't remember anything. I don't remember nothing. I already said thank you. When you gave me a job, I said thank you already. You cannot be using that one now to rope me and hang me on the ceiling. You're hanging me on the ceiling because you got me a connection to get a job. Alright? You got me a job, you got me a job, tó bá jẹ gbẹ náà ò ní sọ̀rọ̀, tó bá jẹ gbẹ gidi náà ẹni ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní rántí orúkọ company tó gbé mi lọ. I'm telling you, tó bá bú ẹ gidi nonsense. So these are the things that we see. These are the things that we see all the time. You cannot depend on friends. When you depend on friends, they will fail you. They will fail you big time. You can't. You can't depend on friends at all. And then your heart will be broken because of that. Your heart will be broken because of that. All right? Your heart is going to be broken because of that. You got to be very, very careful. Be very careful. All right? How you do what you do. So people get broken based on, their relationship with their father and mother, their relationship between their husband and themselves, relationship between friends, relationship between them and the church where they go to, and all manners of things like that. So when people get broken like that, you will start seeing the effect of that brokenness. And then that's when you call them bad. This woman don't listen. This woman is defensive. This woman is this, this woman is that, and this. So, but when you now see them like that, instead of we people, we are counselors, we don't call them bad. We see the bad behavior, we see the bad attitude, but it's just the effect of what they've been through. They are not naturally bad people, but they are broken people. They are broken people. So we counselors don't call them bad people. We look for what they've been through. We let them tell us their stories. And then we now start looking for what to do, where to find the journey to take them out of the world that they have created for themselves. And that's when the healing process will start. Healing process. We now start picking the pieces, picking up the pieces. There's a song that says, picking up the pieces of my life, bringing new releases just in time. Just when I had nothing, He's busy bringing them together. He's picking up the pieces of my life. Jesus can pick up the pieces of our lives. So also, counseling session is important. It's very important. Praying and fasting is very important. That we got to pray to God to mold us again. You are the potter. I am the clay. Break me and mold me. This is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God. Make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God. May I be like you. You are the potter. I am the clay. Break me and mold me. This is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God. Make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God. May I be like you. Let me not like you. Your heart must be renewed. The whole system in you must be renewed. You have to get serviced by the Holy Spirit. You as a man can be broken. I'm not going to lie to you. Even though men contribute to a lot of people that are broken today, men also can be broken. They can get broken by their wives. They can get broken by their family. They can get broken by their friends. They can even get broken by themselves. The choices you make can break you. The journey you embark on can break you. Your circle of friends, company of friends can break you. The business you do can break you. Okay? Your church where you go to can break you. I'm not going to lie to you. Even the woman you're married to can break you. If you get married to a broken person, because the person is broken, the person cannot do you no good. That's why they say hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, they hurt people. If the person is broken, it's going to affect your own brokenness. She is hurt already. She will hurt you too. So people you get married to can hurt you. They can hurt you right there. Your wife can be a source of sorrow to your life. Your wife can be a source of downfall for your life because she's hurt. She will hurt you because she's broken. She will contribute to your brokenness. When she refuses to give you peace, you will always say, I love you. In 25 minutes, the whole atmosphere is going to change. It's not because she's bad. She is broken too. All right? She's broken. You can tell her all manners of things. You can buy a Mercedes Benz, give her a car key in the morning, and in the evening, she turn the table around and start nagging and cursing and killing you, slapping you right, left, and center. You will become broken. You will be so broken in your heart that even with all what I'm doing for this woman, why is she paying me back like this? Why is she paying me back this way? What exactly have I done? And then sit her down. Some people will say, sit her down and talk to her. When you sit a broken person down, they don't make no sense. They don't make no sense. When you sit the broken people down and then talk to them, they will say nothing. Why are you behaving like this? I don't know. Why are you doing like this to me? I don't know. Why are you always good in the morning and in the evening you are bad and stuff? I don't know. I got no understanding. What is that? What have I done to you? What's my crime? They don't know. They cannot pinpoint one thing you've done. It's just because they've been broken before. They are broken people. They're going to break you. When you're in a relationship with broken people, believe it or leave it, they are going to break you too. And that is what we do. Before you get married, when we say come for premarital counseling, and then we check for signs of being broken. We check for that sign. When we now see the sign, we now recommend there's supposed to be a fixing that must be done before this marriage can commence. Before you enter into this relationship, there must be a fixing that must be done either on the man or on the woman also. All right. So many of you got married as a prosperous person. Oh, your business is doing well, your job is doing fine, you're getting promoted. The moment you got married, everything went all the way down the drain. Why? Because if you are not happy maritally, you cannot be happy outside. You can't make it. You can't make it at all. You know, your business will go down, your job will go down, you will make mistakes at work all the time, you can't concentrate on nothing. Mommy will fight you, friends will fight you, you will become alone, you hide your head in the room, you can't watch no TV, you get depressed because you are living under the same roof with a broken woman. With a broken woman that needs to be fixed. You don't fix her, you don't marry her. You don't get her fixed, she can marry you. You can marry her. Don't marry her until you fix her. All right? That's the stuff. Don't marry her until she gets fixed. If she carried that bitterness into your life, you are going to be bitter too. If he carries that bitterness into your life, you're going to become a bitter somebody because you are the one living around her. There is nothing she could do but to put that bitterness into your life also for you to feel how she's feeling. Actually, you are not the one that committed the crime, but you will be the one to suffer for that crime. You'll be the one to suffer for the crime. All right? So it is needed. It's needed for us, either you'll be married or before you get married, it's possible for you to be married and married to a broken person, and that person must be fixed. And you know why? That's why we have, and you know how? That's why we have the counselors, the coaches, therapists, the doctors. That's why we have them. So when you come for counseling, we listen to your story. Then from there, if you agree, even though it's difficult to get a broken person to agree to go for therapy. Very difficult, especially Nigerian society. People believe, oh, if you go for therapy, you must be crazy. No, that's not it. Do you know a lot of us, we have mental issues that we are actually hiding? We have mental issues that we are hiding. You see the pronounced mental cases that you see, that people that walk on the street naked, tear their own clothes and do, you get a pronounced one. Some of us, we are actually as crazy as those ones, but our own is not pronounced. We are able to cover it up with our suit and jacket and all kinds of stuff. And that's why people don't know. So it is better for you to actually attend to it now before it will actually develop and grow to a one that you cannot control. You will be so surprised that so many people are crazy. So many people are crazy. Many people, they have mental issues. So when you sign up for counseling session or a coaching session, we look at it, we listen to it, we see that there is a sign of being broken, then we now recommend therapy. Therapy is just you talking to a therapist. Now, nobody needs to know what to do. You don't broadcast, I've been to a therapist. I can say that because we have been there before. I've been to a therapist before because I yell. I wanted to check. Maybe my brain is not correct. Maybe something is wrong with me. Why am I yelling all the time? Why is I yell all the time? So I looked at my family, everybody, they yell, everybody yell. Where did we get this yelling from? I look at my dad, I say, Baba di oye pariwo láyé. Baba di oye lè pariwo kó kú jíde. See Baba di oye. Ibo ni Baba di oye tiri. Then we look at his father. His father yell too. So it's a kind of hereditary. How can we control the yelling? I went to see a counselor. I mean, a therapist. The therapist said, take things easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. I'm trying to take it easy. It's just not working. It's not working. It's not just working, you know. It's just not working. It's not working. They're trying to take it easy. It's not working. But I'm still working on it. I'm working on it. But you guys are the one that always make me to yell. You guys always make me to yell. You are the one making me yell. I don't really want to yell, but you make me yell. When I say something first time, you don't listen. You start arguing, then I have to yell. I'm yelling right now. Am I yelling right now? See? You know what? My daughter has me one day. Say, why do you yell on your fans? Why do you always yell on people that are watching you? That if I'm those people, I will watch you again. So I decided not to yell. So I came on the show and I was trying to be a very nice boy, and the thing is not coming. I was trying to do it's just not coming at all. I was like, message you go jade. The message just started coming out from my brain. Whenever I'm yelling, I get messages from God. Oh Lord, message will come from God when I'm yelling. You know, my daughter is American. You know, those ones, you don't like you yelling. What are you yelling? What do you mean I'm yelling? I'm talking to you. All right, let's go ahead and take questions right now. For people that would love to ask questions here, the telephone number to reach me, in the studio is 405-550-5135. Let me put it out there quickly. For those that would love to call in, you want to call in, the telephone number is on the screen right now, 405-550-5135. 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number to reach me in the studio. You have a question for me, feel free to ask me any kind of question you want to ask me right now. The telephone number is on the screen. You can see it right there at the bottom of the screen right there, 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number right there. If you want to make that phone call, you have a question. My son always say I'm yelling too. I know we Africans, we actually have that yelling thing in us. We have that yelling kind of anointing in us. We yell all the time. You know, we shout and yell and stuff like that. All right. So let us go ahead. If you have any question, you have any addition to what I've said already, you want to tell us a little story about yourself, what you've been through, and probably you even want to check maybe you are broken or not. We can try that on the show right now. So you can make a phone call in, and then you tell us what you're going through and see how to actually direct you to the right place by the grace of God. I'm going to be bringing my therapist online one of these days to give us a little education on this stuff. Please, the telephone number is open for those that will call, 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number. That's the telephone number to call. Please go ahead and make that phone call. All right. My music is not playing. Let me play music, John. As we are expecting people to make phone call in, and if we are not getting anybody to make phone call, then I'll know that you guys are actually good with. You guys are good with the old teaching, so that means you guys are good. So we can leave it alone.
just want to exalt the name of the Lord.
It means you guys are good. We can leave it alone and then we go home.
Hallelujah.
Actually, I must have spent almost about an hour on this show today, so there is no reason for you not to get it. Okay. Hallelujah. So the telephone number is on the wall. If you want to make a phone call in, you have a question to ask, go ahead and do so. Let's pick this one. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Shala.
Yes, hello, sir. I do well do so. I said that.
I'm one of the broken individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, what should I show about this? So this is I'm just gonna, touch this, with you real quick.
Okay.
On how I was broken. I married this lady from Nigeria, brought her here and everything. And we lived together for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And in the entire 2.5 years, she was only able to make 21,000. After the 2.5 years, inwardly, her father died, her mother died. Within the 2.5 years, inwardly, I buried them. I gave them the burial rights and everything. I was working my life off. I wasn't able to progress. Everything I had built before she came, everything was gone.
Wow.
At the point I can't stand it anymore. The frustration set in, no longer, move on. But at the point, I was done, I was tired. The story is way more than this because she lied to me that she was going to school. I was sending money back home for her to go to school. Come find out she didn't go anywhere.
Mm.
And when the frustration set in, I can no longer, I can't cope with it. I was down, like down.
Mm.
I slept in a different room. I just want to be left alone.
Mm.
Unknowingly to me that I have some teachers out there reinforcing her against me, unknowingly to me.
Mm.
Finally, because I'm a lover of the kids, of the children.
Yeah.
So much when it comes to children, my kids, they are my priority. Now she told them, they now told her, and I heard it. Oh, so by then, so fair on you. That's the same thing you are going to use against him. You take it out of the house, and he will come over to wherever you are. Like, to frustrate for you to, and beg you to come back to the house.
Mm.
So finally, she did that. And the moment she did that, I filed for divorce.
Mm.
And not knowing that there was a day we had an argument over finding a document for the kids. They gave the leader to keep from school a document to sign, whatever.
Mm.
And supposedly she's supposed to be the one to sign it.
Mm.
So she had to call somebody outside before she do anything that we're supposed to do. She will ask our teachers, our coach, and so on and so on. They called police on me. They reported false domestic violence. I was prosecuted. The witness, people came to witness. The people I've never set my eyes on in my entire life. They tear me apart in the court, telling me that they babysit. They are my babysitters and so on. That they have my phone number. When I beat her, she will be bleeding and she will come to them.
Mm-hmm.
And we jabble let me leave. Like what? Long story short, she did all that and the divorce went through and everything. Now I'm dealing with 10 years felony.
10 years.
10 years. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. The business, but I couldn't do anything anymore. I was grounded to nothing, to zero. But and to started when Danny, not going to my phone. Today, I just saw sister. Oh, to the phone, low victimized me. Oh, what vulnerable not to sorrow. I Me, tell my phone call up as in to begin with.
Mm.
I was just talking for, for expired tag.
Mm.
Boom. Like a one, I was like a one. I do for even because you work for business, I don't do, anything illegal.
Mm.
Somebody says, check your wife, you beating with the one.
Wow.
And since then, I wasn't able to, to move on.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm dealing with a whole lot of pain. A whole lot of pain.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about what you're going through, my brother. That is foundational problem. From the beginning, you're supposed to have checked it out and speak out even. This is going to be a kind of a lesson to a lot of people listening to you right now. They're going into relationship with a woman. You're in love with a woman. You're just blind. And then you're jumping. It will result into this. When you get engaged to a broken person, this is going to be the result of, this is going to be what you're going to be seeing. But I know God is going to bring you out. I know God Almighty will bless you. Everything that is missing in your life, the Lord will restore it back in the mighty name of Jesus. So the Lord will bless you, my brother. It is well.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
All right, telephone number is still open. We need to check it out. So many of us, we just argue. Sometimes I look at a lot of men. You just argue. Whereas what you're supposed to look at, you're not looking at it. Some women too. Some women, you argue like you know it all. All right, let's pick up this call quickly. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Shala. Good morning, sir.
Hello, madam.
All right, so I have a quick question.
Right.
About thank you for everything that you're doing. The program has been a lot of blessings to me and my family.
We thank God.
So today's speaking, I've done the fully part of it because I'm at work. So I don't even know if you have talked about this, but please permit me to just ask the question and you can just tell me exactly what to do. So this is about my immediate younger sister. She had issues when she was in school. She had a lot of, at some point we were thinking it was spiritual problem. She had a lot of setbacks in school. And by the time she was going to graduate, she was diagnosed for depression. And later she started misbehaving, and then depression, schizophrenia, and all of that. So right now she's on medicine. She's okay. She graduated. She was in I think this whole thing started. She was in pharmacy. She was very good representing our school in a lot of things. She had Oscar award at some point and everything. Then when she was in year 3 in that course, then she failed like twice, and they had to withdraw her from pharmacy, and then she started another course entirely. She spent like 8 years. It was a lot. With our parents are not together, so that one kind of influenced her, daddy's side, mommy's side. But to God be the glory, she graduated eventually, but and then there was no job, and a lot of things happened around her life, serious relationships. So she was depressed, and later started acting up, becoming violent. At some point she said God called her. She has been through a lot. And this is not about any man breaking her heart. So will she be classified as broken? Because of course I really don't know. When you say broken people, you mean people that have gone through hurts in the past, like men have hurt them and all of that. Will you say after all she's been through, she's okay now because she has a lot of support from the family? Two of myself and my brother are abroad, so we kind of support our younger one. She's my younger sister. So my first question, will she be classified as broken? Number one. Number two, she has a serious relationship now. And we just don't know how much she needs to tell this man. She is very okay now, like I said, but she has to be on a medication for a long time. This medicine that they give them in the hospital, they don't even put name on it. So, there's a way it's encoded. She takes it morning and night. So we don't know if it's okay for her to explain this part of her life to her spouse.
Yeah.
You know, we are afraid, and she's of age now. She's about 29, 30.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want her telling this person, and then she eventually run away. So,
Mm-hmm.
is she broken? And then, how much of this should she tell her spouse?
I'm going to start from the last one. I'm going to start from your last question. Anything major, anything major like that must be thrown on the table the very first day. Must be thrown on the table the very first day. If you enter into a friendship or a relationship right now, madam, and then we spend, if me and you were dating right now, and we spend 20 years dating, and on the tip of 20 years, and I'll say to you, my sister, I normally have this situation with me. I'm taking medication right now. Sometimes it's possible for me to lose it. I may yell at you. I may do this. I may do that. Do you know the 20 years we spent together is actually going to be a waste? Because you're going to walk away eventually. Your parents will tell you it's time for you to walk away. Now, when you're looking at the second question, when you're looking at because see, that second question is when you tell the guy, what will be. If the guy is interested to stay, he will stay. If he's not interested to stay, let him go. Somebody else will come and stay. Because see, every one of us, we are broken. All of us, we are broken. Including yourself. That you're talking, including myself. We are all broken. We all have a demon we are fighting. Alright? It's every day we get healed. Every day. But the issue is that if you acknowledge that I'm broken, then you are willing to do something about it. In our own case, she's a broken person. The moment you have a situation, either physical, psychological, emotional, or whatever, the moment there is a situation in your life, it's actually equal to being broken. Brokenness is situational. It has nothing to do with maybe you are being raped or you are being abused or whatever. People that are being raped, they are broken too. Because the moment you are raped, it's going to stick to you for the rest of your life. Every time you see a man, you hate the man. And then people say, well, which one is your owner man? It's because you have been raped, so you got broken because of that. Now, if you have had downfalls, life can break you. You can be broken with life. You know, your choices that you make, probably you'll be making wrong choices in life. You can get broken based on that. So all this stuff contributes to how we react, what we go through in life. So she is taking medication right now, but I don't really want her to be on medication. There are certain things that she must to do.
But that's what the doctor recommends.
I understand, because you bypass the therapist. You see, it's not like me right now. You see, sometimes when you see people using glasses, it's not every one of us that's supposed to use glasses. But because we bypass the real eye doctors to go to the glasses store where they test our eyes, those ones want to sell glasses. That's what they want to sell. Whereas, I don't think you've gone to a eye doctor for real. The eye doctor might have given us here eye drop that will have put on our eyes to clear whatever is there, and then we don't have to use glasses. The moment they give you glasses, you cannot go back from it. You continue to use the glasses. So when you bypass the protocol, you bypass the order, and you go straight to the doctor will give you something, then put you on medication. It's not everybody with high blood pressure that's supposed to be on medication. There are certain things that is actually triggering the high blood pressure. A therapist will be able to detect it. Maybe you are thinking, maybe you have a situation or whatever, then you will find out that you have to cut down certain things, cut down this one, change this, change your lifestyle. Then you find out you don't have to be on medication, high blood pressure will just disappear. But the moment you enter into a doctor's office, the doctor will just tell you, you know what? You are going to be on medication. Then they start you with medication, and that's what you're going to be on for the rest of your life. And when you're on medication right there, you're actually going to be attacking your liver and the other part of your body. Because the medication, they always have side effects. If you put somebody on medication for lifetime, the person will eventually die untimely. Because there will always be organs that will be affected. Yes? Yes, ma'am.
Do you handle things like that too, psychological things, or just marriage?
Of course, I do. That's what I train for. And we do that, but the issue is that I cannot do the work of a therapist. I can't do the work of a therapist. If I listen to the person, then I can now say, okay, I think you need to see a therapist. And it doesn't matter where you are. They do this. I mean, the whole stuff online right now, and then they can talk to you online. Look at what you're doing. Some people need to take anger management. You see, the problem with some marriages is because the wife is always angry, and she gets angry for no reason. It's because there is anger in her life. So when she now go to a therapist, not a doctor, if you go to a doctor and say my wife is actually angry, the doctor can give you medication for being angry too. I'm not gonna lie to you. The doctor will give you medication for being angry. The medication will actually make you to look like dummy. You'll be so quiet and be looking like this. So, but when you go to a therapist
like that.
You say what?
Some of our medicine we just make her go dull.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. The medicine will actually calm you down, make you not to be able to react to things. All right. So, but when you go from a counselor to a therapist, between the therapy time, the counseling time and the therapy time, you will find that there are certain things that you will actually be able to handle before you get to the doctor. All right.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, one last question before I drop call, sir.
Yeah.
So now back to my home. That was my. So I have a question. I don't really have problem with my husband, but he's been very good, and I've called a couple of times on your show to say shout out to the great men out there that have been very good. So my question is, when your spouse is just, you are just in the extreme side, like extreme side of introvert.
Okay.
And you are not the extreme extrovert, but you are the outgoing side.
Yeah.
But he's just introvert. He doesn't like to talk. I respect spaces and then personal time. But when he's just getting too much, he doesn't like to. He watches TV. He doesn't like to talk when he's watching TV. You know how couples watch TV and you just kind of share your opinion, what's going to happen to that person or that person, and all he wants to just do is keep quiet. So, is there anything you can do to we've been married for about 5-6 years now, and he is still like that. And we talk to pastors, and they'll be like, it might not change. I am not saying really change, but how best do you manage your spouse when they are just so super introvert and they wouldn't talk?
Well, this is a foundational issue. Before you get married to him, you actually you've been with him. You know that this is his nature.
I know he was introvert, but not this bad. Not this bad.
Well, it's possible for something to actually knock him all the way down to zero. You have to actually know what exactly is going on in his mind. Has he been through within the time you guys are married and right now? And that's how we're going to be able to bring him out of that. Sometimes when somebody's an introvert, it's very difficult for you to change them because that's their nature. Yeah, that's their nature. If that's their nature, that's the way they're going to be. No matter what to do, there's no medication, there is no therapy that will take them out of that, because that's what they call temperament. That's their temperament. That's where they want to be. But if it's not that low before, all right, and suddenly marriage just changed him, automatically something must have happened in marriage that is actually breaking him down the more. So we need to first of all look at that, listen to him talk, and see where he's actually struggling. What is he going through? Sometimes women are very difficult to please. I'm not going to lie to you. Women are very difficult to please. Very, very. Yeah. So sometimes a woman can actually nag a man to go into hiding. Yeah. When the demand is too much, when the nagging is too much, lack of understanding. Actually, if the woman is a broken woman, married to an introvert, let me tell you, the man will go deeper into actually keeping quiet the more. Yeah, he's going to go. So we have to check the wife too. We have to check the
way to differentiate this. You said going down into being quiet and introvert. Where do we draw the line from that and depression? Though?
It may not be depressed. It may not be depressed. It may be a kind of his own a way of protecting himself. I spoke to a man recently. He said, formerly I talk. Every time I talk to my wife will turn around and use whatever I say against me later down the road. Yeah. So the guy now decided the only thing I can do right now is just to keep myself quiet. I won't say nothing in this house anymore. So and he tried it, and then the guy just became an introvert overnight by himself. It wasn't something he actually wanted to do, but he had to do it to protect himself in the home. You see what I'm saying? So people can do that. People can do that.
Very much, Pastor.
All right. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Dr. Zala, I know what the sister is talking about. Introverts can chat when they are with the right people. He chatted before getting married, and then once he got married, he can't be bothered to continue to make effort to chat. I understand that. There are some men, they are introvert not because they want to be, they just choose to be because they just want to protect themselves too. Women, let me not lie to you. You guys are major. I'm telling you. All right, the telephone number is still on 405-550-5135 is the telephone number. You want to make a phone call in quickly, please go ahead and do so. Please, if you're having problems, go to a professional. Don't just go to anybody. Oh, please, I'm just telling you. Oh, please, I'm just telling you. Oh, all right. So I'm just telling you, don't just go to anybody to counsel you or to help you or whatever. Run and go to a professional person, either a professional counselor, a professional therapist, or a real doctor. All right. So even you can see a nutritionist too. You can see them also. They will be able to help you with whatever it is that you're passing through. All right. Okay, guys. I think we are good, and we're not getting any more phone calls in. I should just thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate you guys for being part of my show today. I need to go get some stuff done. If you need me to talk with you, you want to actually have me to discuss certain things with you, you need a coaching session or counseling session, you can go ahead and just make that phone call. Send me a WhatsApp message to that same number, 405-550-5135. I will definitely respond to you quickly by the grace of God. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon. I love you guys. God bless you.